Hey everyone, this is Alice from ScrapHappy, and I'm really excited because we are back for another session of Scrapbook Live, which means hopefully you're scrapbooking with me and we can tell some of our stories on our pages. I'm really excited because I have done almost no scrapbooking this year. So almost, because I did make one page, but literally only one page so far, and it is already the 10th. No, it's the 12th. I don't know what day it is, barely. Yeah, it is already the 12th, and that's not such a good record. That's not going to get things done. So it is time to get back to scrapbooking, and we are going to, I ordered some stuff. So if anybody doesn't know, I do a class every year called Scrapbook Christmas in January. And I just find that December is way too busy for me to be doing my scrapbooking then. And I much prefer to be scrapbooking Christmas in January. This January, that's not going so well right now, but that's because I've had lots of other good things on the go. I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. My cord for my microphone actually broke, so it's been a bit of a problem, but I think you can hear me okay, and I will try to make sure that that's okay. So please let me know if the sound gets really bad. Can we put that down a little bit more? Good, that way you can see more of what I'm working on. I will be scrapbooking Christmas stuff today. So if you're like way over the holidays, then my topic that I'm scrapbooking might not be your thing, but that's okay. Scrapbook your own thing, and that's what we're here to do. I'm going to show you what's in my kit. I especially requested this kit from the Wild Hair Kits. Jacqueline says she's scrapbooking Christmas too. That's awesome. I'd specially requested a Christmas themed kit. So I can see that there's stuff in here all related to Christmas. Let's pull this out. And I'll read you some of my special requests for this because here we go. We hope that you love your kit this month and that it arrives on time, which I'm now ordering my kits like a month ahead so that they are on time. We're trying to. We are very low on Christmas inventory at this point because by the time I was asking for Christmas stuff, like Christmas stuff was almost like done for most people for their shopping. But if you scrapbook in January, you scrapbook after Christmas, that means that you're going to want some awesome Christmas stuff. But we think what we put together will suit you nicely. Some of the papers do have a cream side because I especially requested that I wanted papers that had white backgrounds, not cream. I said, I just don't prefer the cream background papers. And some of them, it's really tough because some of them are super beautiful, but they're not the ones that I reach for. And so I decided to just put it out there and say, I want like white background papers. But we thought you'd prefer to use the reverse in your Christmas scrapping. We sent two exclusives, our December 2018 acrylics and our 2018 sequin packs. So if you guys know, two of my favorite things that I request every single month are acrylics and sequins every single month. So I'm really excited to see those. We also love the gorgeous gold title thickers. Sounds perfect. And you're receiving our December cut file too. Enjoy your crafty besties at the Wild Hair Kits. So that's what's in my kit. That's like the things that refer to how they chose the kit. There's a lovely card that says thanks. And it says, Happy New Year, Alice, from Allison. So super excited about that. I moved the bag, and I have not actually peeked through this. So kind of excited. Wynell says, I've been making lists and getting my mind ready for scrapbooking again. Right now, I'm recuperating from total knee replacement and then a trip back to the ER because of low oxygen levels. I'm doing so much better now and progressing with my physical therapy, even off the walker on Tuesday. I'm so excited to be able to get back to my craft room and get busy, hopefully in the next week. Go Winnell, go Winnell. We're cheering for you. Get better and do your stuff, man. That sounds like you've been through quite the time lately. Teresa says, I'm trying to figure out why I have no sound. Everything is turned up. Teresa, oh, she got it. Awesome. Okay. Excellent. So yeah, that's good. If you want to comment and say, hey, where are you from? Let us know. That would be really cool. I always love to see where people are tuning in from. I am in Whitecourt, Alberta, Canada, and I just checked the weather this morning. It was, I think, -10 here in Whitecourt, and that was, what was it in Fahrenheit? It was, yeah, it was -10. Oh, it's warmed up to -9. 16 degrees now Fahrenheit here. So Marg is here from Red Deer. Wynell. Oh, Wynell says it was a crazy week. Thanks for the encouragement. Okay, so this is the kit. Oh my gosh, this is the acrylics, guys. This is amazing. There is so much stuff in here. Okay, if I had seen this first, I might have totally done something different as far as what I printed for pictures, but that's not stopping me. I can still do it. Teresa is a Georgia peach, and Brandy's here from Vancouver, and Cynthia from the Southern Pines of Georgia. Let's see, we got Wynell from San Angelo, Texas. Oh, I gotta open this, guys. Opening the package. And Jacqueline's in Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, Canada. You know, if she walks across the street, she can be in Lloydminster, Alberta. Just saying. Scrappy Tams, Las Cruces, New Mexico. And hopefully I said that right and didn't butcher it. It's all good. Joyce is from Anna Maria Island, Florida. And Dietrich's here from Casper, Wyoming. Yay! So many good. Did I read? Yeah, I think I did. I've got everybody that's commented so far. Okay, so first up, there is a lovely little card. It looks like a little pocket card, but it's made out of acrylic. It says Joy, has a little snowflake and some stars on it. Oh, that's adorable. On the outside of the bag, there's actually these are from Bramble Fox, Petite Perspectives. Please peel the vinyl layer to reveal our glossy surface. So you have to peel off a little bit of vinyl on these. Jody says she's from Sydney, Australia. Lisa is here from Los Angeles. Dion's from Mississauga, Ontario. Diane is from South Dakota, USA. Terry Hansen is also from South Dakota, and she's working on Christmas. Look at the cute little tag, and there's a little foil tag on there. Oh, so pretty. But look at these acrylics, guys. Oh, I'm having a little fangirl moment here. Cute little bag, adorable. But it has all the numbers done in acrylics in different little fun styles. So here's a little 15, and there's a 28. Here's a 30. I'm looking at it my way, not your way. 30. This one's a little ornament for the 17. So I do not do December daily because I think, well, that's scary. And I tried one year and I was like, yeah, that's not working. And that's when I invented my Christmas class. Look at the word December. So cute. These are amazing. Okay, I'm gonna put them on the table where you might actually be able to see them. Wow, this is nowhere here. Okay. This way. Okay. I'll figure it out. Sorry. It's all backwards and messes with your brain. So look at all the pieces in here. There's a ton of them. So there's a December. There's a December 2018. Guys, I think I hit the jackpot on this. These are beautiful. All the numbers are here. This one looks like a little Christmas ornament too. Scottish Diane is from Glasgow, Scotland. Glasgow. Did I say it wrong? Dion says, those acrylics are adorable. Yeah, look at a great big number 25. They all have a little layer that you peel off to make them super shiny, so they're looking a little pale and dull, but they're actually not. So super fun. And then there's like a few little bonus things in here. The word 20 is spelled out. How cute is that? There is a 5 in a little arrow that says 5. Sorry, now you can't see. 24 is like in a little flag. Okay, so yeah, I'm obsessed. I haven't tried not to show you all of them, but you can't help it. This is cute. Okay, just 18. Can you see that? 18. That's super playful. How fun. These are adorable, and I can't wait to play. Cannot wait to play. So cute. Okay, so acrylics. Big win with acrylics. Brandy says, I got that Bramble Fox set in my December Wild Hair kit, and I love it. Nadine is here. Good morning. I know that she's an Alberta girl. Glasgow, right the first time. Yay. I've been, I've only been to Scotland once, and I think I was like 6 years old, so they'll have to permit my bad pronunciation. My dad is Welsh, actually. So. Okay, so there's Wild Hair kits, buttons. There's a cute little button that says joy and a cute little button that says silent night. Those are sweet. Oh my gosh. And then, oh, look at this sequins. So these are a Spiegel Mom Scraps exclusive kit for the Wild Hair. And look at them. Okay, so you can see that some of them are extra shiny. Like they have like texture to them and they're super shiny. And then there's little red bits in there. There's little trees in there. Oh, I'm in love. So those are amazing. Oh, there's some 6x6 papers. So there's like a variety of 6x6 papers. Super fun. Even if you're not doing a small project, these are so good for like layering on a page. Oh my gosh, this is great. There's a ton of them. How many sheets are in here? So the kits, because they're custom, like not everybody gets the same thing. So when you see something that you like, you have to be like, dibs, send me that. Okay, these are thickers called Joyous Puffy Phrase and Accent stickers. Look how great these are. Oh my goodness. So this is totally my style. I'm in love, and enough said. So that will be on my page. So it's like pretty much guarantee it. Now we got some 12x12 papers here as well. Oh, there's a cut file. I just saw the cut file. So this is one of the papers. Love that. That's super pretty. I love that coral. Normally that's like not one of my go-to colors, but it is so cute. Wow. Okay, so that's from Crate Paper. And then there is this cute, busy snowman, ice skating, mittens. It has everything on it. And with like kind of a peachy shade. So it's a little different than the coral, but look how pretty those are together. And then there is a paper from Crate Paper called Merry Days. And I think it's all from the same line. It has little skaters and people walking dogs and carrying presents and trees. And oh my gosh, it's so cute. And it has like a red. So yeah, that's really cute. And then look at this cut file. Okay, so you can't see because it has all the stuff stuck in it, but I'm scared to like cut them out. Okay, so I'll bring it right up close so you can see. There's little snowflakes cut out of the paper. Oh my gosh. So when I pull them out, if I'm careful, I'll have some of those to use as accents too. So super fun stuff in the kit. I am loving it, and now it is time to get scrapping. So the pictures that I printed are not like an overview of Christmas. I like dialed in just on one event from Christmas, but I decided I needed several pictures to kind of talk about my experience from that day. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing if it had the right word on here. Okay, it doesn't. That's too bad. But we went to my hometown, which is half an hour from here, and they had their Christmas parade, and it was amazing. So the parade was great. They do an evening parade, so all the floats come by and they're all lit up with their Christmas lights, and they shut down the main street in the town. And you know, before the parade starts, the kids are running all over the street, and it's just it's super small town, really homey feeling, right? And we went there. My son is on the side, my older son, and Joe, and then there's my husband Jonas. That's my dad with me, and then me on the end. And we my mom wasn't feeling good that night, so she ended up having to miss it. And my other son is really far away at school, but it was super great. And then we did so many things. So in my pictures that I decided that I needed more pictures on the page, and I want to kind of just show how amazing the event was by kind of capturing so many parts of it. And I might have printed these too big, hopefully not, but they actually make a big bonfire. So you can see part of the fire here. Well, you can see us by the fire here. I'm having hot chocolate. They have free hot chocolate in all the places. Here's one of my friends, another one of my friends. She was working that night, but she had her little reindeer antlers on. They were doing wagon rides, like horse-drawn wagon rides on the street. After the parade, they pull out the bonfire. They put the bonfire in the middle of the street, and then they do wagon rides up and down Main Street. And that's me and my dad, and we went on a wagon ride together, so that was fun. And let's see, I've got a picture just of one of the floats. I'm like, that's a representation. So there's a picture of a float here, me and my dad, me and my friend, and there's my nephew and his little cousin. So they were just running around having fun. And some of these pictures are not the greatest pictures. Let's be real. They're taken at night. It's dark. You know, you're trying to get them taken, but let's just say the lighting is not working in your favor. So the great thing about printing them small is that even though they're not perfect photos, they work out really good on a layout. So I'm gonna need a base to build this off of, and I really love this cut file. So I think we'll do something where we start with the cut file and see if that works from there. Sound good? And it may not work building on the cut file, being that I have so many photos that I'm trying to incorporate, but you know, we'll give it a shot. So super fun things happening right now. I'm getting ready. I'm like almost there now for the load 219. Oh my gosh, we are going to do scrapbooking in February every single day. I'm really excited because like it gets me all pumped up and everything. Lisa says it was a great idea to print small, also to possibly leave some of the pics together like a collage. Some of them are like this way and some of them are this way. So just the way they print when they come through my printer. If I had picked only vertical ones, they would have worked together. But I think what I'm going to do is take them and overlap them together so that they're going to be like close and taking up a little bit more space together. Otherwise, yeah, if I would have printed only the vertical photos at one time and only the horizontal photos, then they will come out and they'll be the right direction. But otherwise, my printer just doesn't know. And I could have made like proper collages, but you know, I didn't do that. But it's always sad when you print like one on the paper. And it's like, oh, that paper doesn't usually go back through the printer very well. It's a little small. Yeah, so I've got like this lovely selection, and I kind of just wanted to like include everybody and have all the fun stuff. So one of the great things that made me so excited about this whole thing is that my one little word last year was cozy. And this event, going to the parade and just being able to enjoy all the parts of the parade, after the parade and everything kind of was over, we actually went and sat in a restaurant with my dad and had some French fries. Well, he didn't have French fries. He was very good. He's diabetic, and if he doesn't eat carbs, he does a lot better. But yeah, we sat and had, he had some coffee. I don't know. It was just so nice to like have such a relaxing and joyful evening. It was so good. And that's what I wanted to capture on this page, is just the feelings of happiness and joy that I felt from that night. That's good. Oh, I emptied my garbage can, and then it's over by my over by my kettle. Okay, all good. So let's have a look with this. And I have this one larger picture that I printed with us together because, you know, I thought that would be good to have like a focal photo. That's the thing with collage. Either I do all of the photos the same size, or I like to do one that's like the feature photo and the other ones kind of just almost become embellishments to help tell the story of that page. And I seem to like that a lot too. Okay, so if you're not scrapbooking Christmas, because I'm assuming that some of you are not scrapbooking Christmas stuff, although a couple of you are, let me know what you're scrapbooking. I'd love to know. Like, just take a second and type it in there so that we can see like what you're working on today. Oh my gosh, it was super funny because in my head when I was saying that, I heard like Joey from Friends, "What you doing? Hey, what you doing?" And I'm like, oh my gosh, where did that come from? I haven't watched that forever. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can pull these out carefully enough that I don't ruin them. We'll see about that. Oh my gosh, it's like right in the middle. I think I might be ruining them, guys. They're cut good, but not perfectly, because that's why they're still hanging in there, right? And I don't know if I can get them out like this. Might need a little more. I love getting cut files because I don't like to cut my own cut files. In fact, when I was doing scrapbook room cleanup in the fall with my friend, she, I told her that I don't ever use my Cricut machine. She said, never? I'm like, no, I can't remember the last time I used my Cricut machine. And so I actually got rid of my Cricut machine and all the cartridges, and she knew of a lady that had a house fire, and like I've met her a few times. She had a house fire, lost all their belongings, like their house literally burnt to the ground. And I was able to get her hooked up with a Cricut machine, and I just picked like a really very fair price. But it was good for her, it was good for me, and now somebody that will actually use a Cricut machine has a Cricut machine, and she was really excited because several of the cartridges that I had were cartridges that she'd had before her fire, so it was just super happy for both of us, right? Because I had a little bit of spending money to spend on something, and she had a little bit of fun stuff to play with in her new scrapbooking stuff, with her new scrapbook stuff. So it's all good. Okay, this is like a little diddly, but I think it'll be okay. I'll get these out of here and thank goodness it's like straight lines, like snip, 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 a couple little snips and they're out of here. Whew, am I gonna get all of these? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more. Let's see. Deidre says, oh, let's see. Teresa said she's doing a page about her husband and herself, and Deidre said she's working on her load page. So for the load challenges, we have ScrapHappy members that make our featured layouts. Every day there's a featured layout. So the great thing is that we get beautiful layouts, and they're made by like real scrapbookers. So we get to kind of see, and oh my gosh, we've got some talented people. But we also kind of get the chance to see like pages that aren't necessarily like super designery. So the pages have real stories on them. You see like people maybe not using the newest scrapbook supplies. I really love that about having those pages. And like some of the gals are like totally like using like the latest and greatest and doing all that, but we get a mixture. We get digital scrapbookers. Sometimes we get a pocket page or two. We get a total variety of pages, and I love it. I think it's a real reflection of what scrapbooking actually looks like right now. And I think that that's amazing, because everywhere that you look, you know, you see beautiful pages, but sometimes they're not something that you can relate to. It might be that they scrapbook with one picture and you like to use 10 on a page, or it can be that, you know, they're using all these amazing new products and they're super designery, but you just like to make pages that, you know, get your stuff done. I think like there's like, you know, every scrapbooker kind of finds that medium where they fall, right? And I really love seeing a variety of different styles. And so with Load, we get real people making real pages. Not that any of them are not real people, and not that any of them are whatever, but you know, these are not people that are doing this for a living. And I think it just provides a real perspective into what scrapbooking is for different people, and it's people around the world. And I love that too. We're able to feature pages from people all over. So I have a fun time doing that and putting that together. You know, sometimes the technology is a little fun because, you know, we get people that aren't used to sending files, and people that aren't used to always taking photos of their layouts. So we deal with those challenges, and the gals are so good about figuring everything out. And I have to just say, like, super appreciative, because for me, when I see the pages, and I'll confess, like, I get the stuff ahead of time, and as I'm putting the videos together, when I get the pages, I try not to read the descriptions too much. I make sure there is a description for me to read and to talk about the pages. So I'm giving you like behind the scenes here. But I try not to read the description too much, because inevitably when I'm reading the description, I laugh, or I like get choked up, or like something about what they said just hits me. And I love having that genuine reaction, because like when I'm doing it, I have that genuine reaction when I'm reading their description, and you hear that, and I totally love it. So I try to find that fine line between, you know, being prepared and being over prepared, because if I know the story too well, I present a story instead of like genuinely react to this like great situation. So does that make any sense? Am I like just talking? Dion is selecting photos to print for Project Life. Bonnie just got here, but she's doing Disney page kits with the elements already cut out. Awesome. That's a good way to dive into it if you haven't been at stuff for a while. Get in some like pre-made stuff. And then it's like, oh, you get that creative juice just to flow in. Danielle is working on some of the challenges for a spending freeze group that she's part of. Ooh, that sounds good for spending freeze. I will confess, I'm not on one of those. I'm not doing a spending freeze, but good reason behind that. Next week, I will be heading to Creativation. So if you have seen my videos before, or if you haven't, the last 2 years I have gone, is it 2 years? Yeah, I think 2 years now. I've gone down to Creativation, which is formerly known as CHA. It is the Association for Creative Industries. They changed it from CHA, Craft and Hobby Association, to Association for Creative Industries. Yeah, but I go down to their big trade show that they have, and it's in Phoenix, Arizona now. They used to be in Anaheim, but I think they used to move it around a little bit, but now it's been in Phoenix, and I think they're just staying in Phoenix. So there's a little bit of consistency there. But one of the great things about going there is that I don't just go and look at this stuff. My husband comes, he brings like this big camera. I wanted to say big camera, but you know, it's this big camera. I bring my microphone and I like talk to the people at the booth, and they show us the cool things that they have. My husband has been so good about learning how to do, like how to show the stuff that people really want to see. So he gets in there and like looks at the products. At first it was like, he was like showing me more. I'm like, no, show the stuff. People want to see the stuff. But yeah, so it's been really, really cool to get to do that. This year, I really didn't know if I was going to be able to go. The couple things were not looking good, and then it's finally just come together, and I literally booked last Wednesday. On Wednesday. Yeah, so that was, I was feeling a little stressed about not being able to go, and then it all kind of came together, and I was like, whew, close one. But yeah, we're going. Did find a hotel. Wasn't as cheap as it could have been if we'd booked like way before, but you know, if you can't go, you can't go. Now we can, so I'm happy. Yeah, get in there a little later than I wanted to. The flights to come in on the day I wanted just weren't available at a reasonable price at all, so I'm flying in a day later than I wanted to, but oh my gosh, so happy. Vicky, oh, you're so sweet. She says, in my opinion, Alice's videos are the best. Thank you, thank you. Brandy says, so jelly, happy for you, jealous, but I would be bursting with excitement if I could go to Creativation. I have loved precariously through you the last couple years. Yay. Glad to get to do so again this year. You've loved it. Okay, yes, I get it. Danielle, I'm so looking forward to your Creativation videos, all the inside stuff that you're able to bring us. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love going and meeting people and doing all the stuff. Jody says, I enjoy your behind the scenes information. Yeah, no, Becky was going to ask about Creativation. Yeah, it was up in the air. So thankfully that's all ironed out now, and I am going. And I needed to have a cameraman. Like, it'd be fine for me to go, but we wouldn't get the kind of stuff if I don't have a cameraman, and we couldn't make that commitment. So he has a real job. Imagine that. So, you know, that real life stuff just wasn't working out for us, but it all came together. So good stuff. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So now that you know that I'm going, sorry to all you gals on a spending freeze, but I'm going to be seeing all the new cool stuff and being able to show you all the new cool stuff. So who do you want to see? Is there anybody that you want to see? Jacqueline says that she's on a spending freeze, but someone that she knows is purging, and I really do want to buy some of her stamps and dies. Oh, that sounds tough. It's like, do you make that exception, or does that really say that you're not on a spending freeze if you're starting to make exceptions, right? Like, fine line, fine line. Okay, this is like really fiddly, but I think I might leave the ones in the middle for now, and we'll see how much those get covered by stuff. So I'm just kind of going for the ones by the edges first, so that I can do as little of this little fiddly cutting as possible. Fussy cutting, I know, but I try not to ever say that because it's like one of my least favorite things. Obviously, the blade just needed to be replaced here. It was past its prime. Happens very easily. There's lots of little stuff when you're using cutting systems. Okay, so I've cut out some of them. We're gonna go from there, and if I need to cut any other ones out that are poking out where I don't cover them with photos and stuff, then I'll cut those ones too. We'll make it happen. Teacher says, I'm looking forward to seeing all the new stuff. And Vicky says, I would love to see Vicky Booten. I know, she just did a sneak peek on Instagram. And like, I don't stay on top of everything as much as I possibly could because, you know, life. But I just saw a sneak peek of her stuff on Instagram. I'm like, damn it, she always makes the cutest things. Like, how does she do that? Yeah, it was like these stickers or chipboards and like, oh, I just love it. So beautiful. Brandy says pink paisley. Yes, crepe paper. Vicky, you betcha. Pink paisley. You're naming some of my favorites, so those are givens. All good. Terry says, I was hoping they go back to Anaheim as my daughter lives there, and she said she'd take me to it. Yeah, I think the cost was the big deal. And having a consistent base to build out of, because there's some stuff that they just have to be able to do every year. So I think it makes it easy. Vicky says, yeah, she makes it look so simple too. I know. Vicky Booten, she's a Canadian from Eastern Canada. I think from Ontario, actually. And she is amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, super, super talented and just amazing artist. I've actually done stuff with her like before, like when I used to go to this event down in Calgary, she was there and did classes and stuff. And then when I learned like that she was getting into things, I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be amazing. Boy, was I right. She makes it look so simple. Yeah, her whole thing is like mixed media, bringing mixed media to crafters, to scrapbookers, and saying like, you know, this is something that you can do. It's not that hard, people. I'm like, sure. Okay, so I've got this page to a point where I think I can start building on it. And we will put something in the background, whether, I don't know if we'll go with one of these because they're very reds and pinks, or if we fill in different patterns from these in the background, that would be super cute too, right? Okay, so background idea, and I'm going to start to lay out some photos and see what kind of little collagey thing I might build on here to showcase some of the fun stuff. And the good thing is, because this main photo is just like a group shot, there's a little bit of blank space on that side. Overlapping is going to make that actually look better, right? By having stuff overlap on it. And not all of the pictures need to have my big face in them. So, you know, if I have to pare back anything, maybe a picture of my face will be one of the ones to hit the... Oh, so good. Oh my gosh, there's me and my dad. That's me with the hot chocolate. Kind of want to include it. That was part of my story. Oh, and I'm gonna have lots of room. Okay, let's move a little bit. And I want to bring these. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. I definitely have to cut this one out, I think. Okay, so I'm just gonna slide that little pile. Oh, you can't see any of that. That's horrible. My cord for my microphone is too short. I have to order like a new cord. Okay, so right here you can see. So if I put this right here, so I've kind of got this whole little collage stuff of photos. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Jacqueline says she took a class from her once at Crop and Create, and it was the best technique class I have ever taken. Yeah. So that's Vicky Booten. She's been picked up with American Crafts. So, you know, some people, I don't know, like in the crafty scrapbooky industry, some people get a little bit like down on American Crafts, but I think that they allow a lot of our designers to create, like designers that we love, they allow them to create and create amazing products. And without American Crafts, those people might not have been able to do what they do, right? Because there's so much business and work in sourcing materials and doing all that stuff that those people don't necessarily have those connections, or you know, they can go out and make those connections. I'm not saying that they're like unable to do that, but you know, how much time is taken away from your creative process and being able to come up with cool things when you're trying to figure out how to create a product line. And now they get to design their product lines and have them created and have them sent out, and they still have to do like tons of work to promote their stuff. Like it's not like that all happens automagically for them. But I think that yeah, I think that that opportunity that they're provided working with American Crafts is amazing. So when I hear people going all like on American Crafts, I'm like, seriously? Like we wouldn't have half of the stuff. And the great thing is they pick these people up. They give them the opportunity to go out and make the beautiful things that we love. So, you know, that's only good for us. Okay. This one here really did not cut out very well, but it's coming off. So I think, yeah, I'll definitely be getting to see a bunch of the booths at American Crafts because, you know, I'm a fan of so many of their designers. And I think that I want to get to everything. If I could just have enough time to get to everything, and if my husband's shoulders weren't falling off from lifting a camera after several hours of filming with me, you know, I would literally get to everything if I could. So, yeah, I think that it'll be amazing just to see all the new supplies and products, because you can see I like to get the new things and I like to play with them as much as anybody else. So makes it fun. So then I'm like in this quandary. So right now at this time of year, they're starting to release, and some of them wait until the actual CHA, but with everybody else starting to release, they start to get impatient, and companies start releasing stuff before CHA. So you start seeing all these little sneak peeks. And should I be looking at those sneak peeks now so I have an idea of things that I'm going to be excited about next week? Or do I kind of cut back on my social media input for this week so that I don't see all the stuff, so I get to enjoy it all fresh and new at Creativation? You know, there's that part too. Yeah, so just thoughts. Okay, so this is looking really good now. I'm gonna start seeing if I can get this put back on here and layer up some stuff. Oh, maybe this one. Just trying to spread people and things apart. The bonfire, oh my gosh, it's super good. You ever look back at your photos and be like, this was just the best? I'm having those moments, guys. I'm having those moments. Okay, so I think this will mostly work. Got this one photo that keeps giving me troubles. Okay, that's pretty good. I've got like this whole collage-y thing happening now. So I'm gonna start sticking down some of the photos. It's really tough when you're trying to do layers like this, but I just okay, get the layers built and the page will be together. So yeah, I'm going to use these papers to line in behind the snowflakes and stuff. It's going to be super pretty. I want to use the word cozy on here in some way because that was my word for 2018, and I think that would be really good. I don't think I have like any kind of acrylics or anything like that with it on there. That would have been too perfect, right? Jody says, I was wondering how you would start sticking the photos on in the layers. That looked tricky. Yeah, it's a little, but you know, once you kind of have like how it's gonna look, then you can kind of recreate that by sticking them in. I try not to move them around too much, and then they work. And I'm happy to have like space in between, and I actually left like a little tiny white border around all of the photos, so like you can see there's a little white border around this one, which helps them to kind of stand out from each other, but it also helps them to blend with that background of this white paper too. So it's working out good. As I go, I'm kind of just seeing which one can like layer over this one, and this one can layer over that one. And I can still tuck things under other photos too. So we're still trying to get everything. I like to have everything everything has a touch. That's the tricky part when you're doing something collagey and layered. You want all of the pieces to touch. At least a little bit. Okay, good. Now we're gonna Yeah, okay, just checking. Yeah, I think that, yeah, with Creativation, I'll probably look at a few sneak peeks. So, okay, what can I say? Like, there's things that are happening this week, and it'll be really hard for me to totally prevent myself from seeing anything. You know, that sounds difficult, but I would like to, for the most part, go down there with fresh eyes so that everything that I see is like, oh, this is magic and this is magic. But you know, I'll have seen a few things here and there, and I'm cool with that. Oh my gosh, this is totally working good. So cool. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this up to the camera now that I got everything stuck on here, so you can take a peek. Okay, so here we go. I've got my little collage where I started with this center photo with us and then started adding pictures. And you can see I'm in a lot of the pictures. I did lots of selfies with people. So I've got a selfie with my dad, my friend Shelly, my friend Tracy, my friend Nancy. There's my selfie with me with my hot chocolate. And then there's a picture my husband took of me and my dad with the horses from the sleigh ride. And I took this picture of them by the fire. So, and here's the parade. But I wanted to include all of those pieces. And I think that this has come together really good. So now we're going to start adding in some of the stuff in the background and cover in the back. Jody says, I was wondering how you would start sticking the layered photos. Okay, yeah, I saw that. It's like it's like when the latest episode of your favorite TV show has come out, how do you avoid seeing any spoilers? I know. It's like, don't tell me anything. I don't want to hear you. Just like literally can't go on Facebook because everybody's like, I can't believe Dumbledore died. It's like, are you kidding? How dare you? Diane says, I think that picture collage looks great together. And Kathy says, fun. Yeah, I think that worked out good. So now we're going to cover like some of the pictures in the back. So I've got all of these different colors, and I think I'd like to pick like maybe 2 or 3 of them to use in the background. So let's have a look at what's going to look really good. I think the blue will definitely look nice in the background, and then maybe a darker blue. So maybe kind of seeing what else is there. I was putting together a page, maybe if I would pick some of these other ones to go together. So use one of these dark ones and one of those ones. I like that. It's a little messy looking. Yeah, maybe a little bit of green. Maybe the green. Okay, so I picked 3, and I will use these 3 to fill in the backgrounds of these snowflakes. So I don't want to use a ton of the green. I think it'll just be great. And yeah, I've got this one, which is blue with little red dots. It's a nice shade of blue. This one is more like a navy with some green. And then here is like the green plaid. So I think filling these in from the background is going to be super cute. And like I said, I don't want to have like a lot of the green on there, but I think a little bit will just like make it feel really fresh. Maybe I should have picked something with a little more red, but like there's red in my Santa hats, and I can use more if I need to. I can always add more red on here. So I think I'll just stick with those 3. And basically to cover them, it's pretty easy. You just flip it over, and anything that's pink countertop is the stuff that needs to get covered up. Joyce said, Kathy, I'm glad you made it. I'm trying to organize for our crop at the end of the month. Yay! It's awesome having people getting together cropping. And she's working on her commission project, an Alaska album. Well, that sounds fun. Good stuff happening today. Okay, so I think I'll just start by cutting some little small pieces of this green, and I'm gonna start sticking that in. So I'm just adding the adhesive to the background paper rather than to this and like trying to like line it up. I just add to the background paper and then stick a little piece on. So like here now you can see there's like a little tiny dot right there. Maybe you can't see it, but it's filled in, and I'll show you more as we go. Because like that one little dot, that's really easy to see. Okay. And I'm just kind of randomly selecting areas. I'm just randomly cutting this with my scissors. No, I don't normally cut my paper with scissors like this. It's all good for a background. Totally cool. Once this is done, once it goes into a pocket page, I probably wouldn't need anything to cover this. But if it's a page that would be slipped in and out of a pocket page, I might actually like cover the whole thing once I've added all the little pieces, just to help it slide in and out a little bit better. Just, you know, tips. And let's see. Yeah, I think that's looking good. So you can see the little colors coming through with the grids. And I'll do some of these. I need them to be a little bit bigger. Okay. Good. A little spot. I'll maybe get that with liquid adhesive after. Cover that up. Tina says, glad, hi, just got off work just a bit ago. Glad to make some of it. Yeah, so I'm working on a Christmas page because I scrapbook Christmas in January, and I have just started filling in some of these spots. It's not big enough for there. What is that one? Oh, don't want that too close to there. Here, this one will cover here. I'm filling in the backgrounds on this, and it's coming out good. Okay, now mostly I want to use this one here, so. Yeah, let's get this onto here. Okay, looking super cute. I'm gonna do that big one down there. Yeah, last year we didn't get a video done at Echo Park. So this year I'm really hoping to be able to film Echo Park. Their booth is a big challenge for filming. The past 2 years, the way they set up their booth, they had like all of these boards kind of separated. So it's big, tall kind of walls, all these many walls like in rows. But when you're trying to film, like you're in this area, it's great if you're like looking at stuff and you want to order things, which is, the whole point of Creativation is stores can go and order their stuff. But to go in there and film, it's like this little tight space in between the walls, and it gets really hard to get in there and talk to people and film the stuff. And that was a bit of a challenge, I have to tell you. And this one I'll do with the blue as well. So I'd like to be able to do Echo Park this year. I like their products a lot. A lot of their kits made by Lori Whitlock. Really like her style. So that would be great if I could get in there. As for other things, let's see here, down here, that should be blue. And let's see, some of that dark up here. I wanted it there. Okay. So this is close to being done. Just got a few of the little circle dots that are left on here. I was just trying to check and make sure I'm not missing comments. People are like, hey Alice, we can't hear you, or something. Okay, another sheet of that green, I think. While I'm down there, I'll be meeting with lots of different people, and yeah, it's just kind of make connections, make friends. It's a lot of fun going down there. And then getting to see all the fun stuff that I'm going to scrapbook with within the next couple months. That's good too. Let's see, I need one of the dark ones there. Look down here, one of those dark ones there. And then just whatever to kind of cover those in. And there's one little spot, I think. Let's just throw that on there. There, this is the background layers all done. So I've used these three papers, and you can see there's still a bunch of those left. I've got a bunch of these little snowflakes here cut out still. And okay, so here is the page so far. So it's perfect for embellishing and for adding some words to. Words and some title, of course. So I've got these lovely little acrylic pieces. I've got the lovely sequins. I definitely want to add some of these sequins on here so that with the stuff I can add like these little bits of shiny. Oh, it's gonna be so good. Let's grab this. And I have these words, and ooh, I like a couple of those words on there. Okay, so we've got Merry Christmas. We've got the word cheer. There's holly jolly, there's joy, there's warm wishes. That's like all appropriate. Twinkle, Merry and bright holiday love. I don't know, guys. I'm torn. I like a lot of it. And then if you'll notice, oh my gosh, oh, I forgot to use this, didn't I? There was like one little piece where the paper is separating here. So I'm just gonna glue this back together. And I just poked this, but okay. So my bottle of liquid adhesive, I actually put a piece of washi tape around it, and then I keep a little pin to poke it with, and I just tuck it in on the side. So it's good. Yeah, these stars on here go so good with the cutout, right? So I'll have to put a couple of those on here to bring out the gold. But so if I was describing the night, I would say that holiday love, I could do Christmas, I could do cheer, I've got the word joy. I think I'm gonna put holiday love on here. And now it's the decision as to where it should go. I like up here, but then I like it bigger. I want it like almost bigger. I could split it, holiday and love, but then it looks like too far apart. So I think I'm gonna put it up here and put word after the other word. And then they're not quite the same font, but I'll have to just get over it. Okay, I'm sticking it on. We're going for it. I'm slightly overlapping my photo because I think when you overlap the photos, these letters will stick better. But also you have the chance to, it's just one more part where everything's touching and everything's related and everything's layered. And I think that's such a good thing. Okay. And let's pull this other sheet out of here. I might put the word cheer on here too. I like it. I'm gonna do it. But where? Right here? Okay, I'm gonna do lots of words on here. That's what I'm doing. Because I'm the boss. And I'm gonna take so that's what I'm doing. I'm decided not to decide. I'm gonna do everything that I want on here all at the same time. Wishes. Okay, this is the only one I might have to actually kind of line up a little bit because I don't have a guideline. But this is good. I'm loving this. Plus, by having 3 areas with words, I have the chance to, you know, it's like that whole, you know, triangle thing, like the visual triangle, moving your eyes across the page. So I'm going to save this area here and not over embellish it too much because I'm going to add my journaling along in here about how much I loved, missing word or letter. There, I think that was great. So now to add some of these stars, snowflakes. And there's different sizes of them on here too, which is awesome. Because that way I can overlap into some of these areas without taking up too much of my space. Oh my gosh, that's super cute. So cute. Okay. Okay, so here we go. I've added the words. So I've added the holiday love up here. I've got warm wishes over here. I've got cheer written on over here. And then I have like the little gold stars added on in different places. And I think that's looking super fun. Gonna add some journaling here. The only other thing I want to put onto here is some sequins. So that looks great. So I'm gonna dump some sequins out on the table here. And if I put them here, you can see, okay. And there's some sequins in here that like, they're kind of corrugated almost. They're like, they look like a little snowflake. I don't know if I can like make that really seeable. But you can kind of see the texture. Oh, and I dropped it. That one's gone. I think that one might be gone. It'll turn up later. Let's just say I won't find it right now. Okay, so I'm gonna add some of these sequins on here, just out and about. And then with the addition of some journaling, this will be done. Wow, it turned out so good. Just like really happy how this went. Anybody else do that when you drop a sequin and can't pick it up, like lick your finger? Like some people would be like, so gross, that was so gross. It works really good. Okay, I'm gonna add a little snow sequins. And then I don't know if I'll add some of these little red ones in here too. I like the idea of it, just to bring a touch more red. These ones are a little more open. I think they'll be harder for me to stick on. So I might just stay away from those right this time. I think I need some more adhesive. This thing is getting really empty. Okay. So cute, so cute, so cute. Okay. Adorable. Did I cover all the glue spots? Yes, I think so. Okay, so here is my page, waiting for journaling, of course. But there we go, it's done. You can see those little sequins that I've added, add just a little bit of shimmer and shine, and things look good. Becky says, wow, that looks great. Thank you. And Kathy says, twinkle, it goes with the stars on the paper. I know the twinkle. I was debating, plus we got like the twinkly lights from the parade. I know. Okay, let's put my sequins back in here. There we go. Awesome. Terry says, that turned out so pretty. And Jody says, it looks great. Well, thank you. Okay, so next thing that I have to do is a draw. Don't let me forget, guys. We have 29 people here. One of those is me. So out of 28 people, we are going to be doing our Scrapbook Live draw. Where's my phone? All right. So I'd like to write down on here, 28 people. That's awesome. So I pull up a random number generator. The draw is going to be for a free kit from the Wild Hair Kits. And the kits are custom curated. So when you win, you actually get to fill out your own style profile. And so your kit is custom to you. Okay, so we've got a min of 1, a max of 28. I'm gonna hit the generate button, so drum roll. And the number says 26. So I'm gonna scroll right down to the bottom, and 28, 27, 26, Vicky Masters. Vicky, did you win another time? I think you might have. That means that you're here and you're a winner. So congratulations, Vicky. You are our winner today, and you will receive a free kit from the Wild Hair Kits. So you guys saw all the fun stuff that's in my kit. Vicky's is going to be completely different, but it's going to be geared just for her. So super excited, and congratulations to Vicky. So let me write this down. So we'll make sure that Vicky gets her kit. I'll forward that on to Allison from the Wild Hair. And yeah, she said, I did. Oh my, thank you. So yeah, really good. And super excited. The kits are amazing. I buy my own kit. So just in all honesty here, like the free kits are sponsored by the Wild Hair Kits, but I buy my own kit every month. It's something I love to use. You can see how excited I am about the products that she puts in the kits. I totally love them. And I love the surprise element where the things are picked for me, but they're with my style. Like crepe paper papers, totally my thing. I love crepe paper. The acrylics that I got, they're magical. The sequin pack, I'm in love, right? That cut file that she included is adorable. And look at those, what those little 6x6s allowed me to do. Like I made like the sweetest little page, and I'm super happy. So if you are interested in checking out the Wild Hair Kits, please go check them out. It's at thewildhairkits.com, and that's HARE, like the bunny. So here's their logo. And that's sweet. It's so cute. So the Wild Hair Kits. Vicky says, I'm looking forward to getting the kits. Yeah, and I think with the one that you won last month, I don't know if you've received it yet, Vicky. Was it last month or was it November? I might be mixing them up. But yeah, with the last one, you might not even have it yet because haven't heard anything yet. Yeah, I'll double check with Allison. She was away for a little bit, and then she's back and stuff now, so it's all good. We'll get that straightened out. She is super good about it. But yeah, I'm so excited, and yeah, this has been really fun. I was going to pull out my page that I made here recently, and I was going to show you guys. So give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I made this page recently. This was my other Christmas page I've done so far this year, and it was my gingerbread Hogwarts castle. So the bakery, one of the bakeries in Edmonton, they made this amazing Hogwarts castle gingerbread house, and I'm like, I must go see it. Someone posted on social media. I'm like, oh, I know where that bakery is. I can go there. And they said it was going to be up all through the Christmas season. And then after Christmas, Anybody that donated a pair of socks could go into a draw to destroy the castle. And I'm like, there's no way, like that would break my heart. There's no way I could like actually like do that. But we went to this bakery, we checked it all out. All of it was edible, like the whole thing. And like they had like the little glass greenhouses. They had like the whole bridge thing. Like it was amazing. And I was just totally in love. So that was super fun. If you want to see more, I think we included, did I include a video on my Instagram? I might have included a video on my Instagram too. So you can go back and look on there. It's just at Alice Bowl. So super fun. So that was really cool. But I had these new stamps. You can kind of see the stamps on here a little bit. There's I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. I'd ordered some stamps from the Ink Road stamps, and so those had come in. I got like a little wand over here, the Elder Wand, and my quotes, and I have this lovely die, and I've used it a couple times now. So what I think I'm going to do next time is I'm actually going to cut the circle part off and just use like this back part as a silhouette. I think that would be super fun. Like, so things to come on future layouts that have more about the Hogwarts castle. Maybe not this one, but we went to the Disney place and I could tell more stories about my obsession with Harry Potter because I love it. So yeah, that's really good. Some Christmas scrapbooking. Like I said, I haven't done a lot yet. I actually don't have any more pictures printed because I didn't get pictures for my page, my pocket page picked out, which is bad, but I'll tell you what, I'm not done scrapbooking. I feel like I need to do more scrapbooking. So if anybody wants to stay, I'm going to just print off another Christmassy photo and I'm going to scrapbook another Christmas page with my products because I'm super inspired by them. So if you have to go, that's totally fine. We've done our draw, but I am going to scrap another Christmassy photo. Let's see here. Okay, so I found a photo and I'm just gonna brighten it a little bit because it could use just a touch of light, especially if I'm gonna print it. And I'll just print it as a 4x6 because that is easy. And go. So my printer's set up like right here in my room, and that it's actually wireless. It's plugged in right now, but that's for power. And I used to not believe in the whole thing like of this. Like it was super hard for me. When Elle says, it sounds good to me. I love watching your process. Okay, so I picked a photo that's like from my Christmas season. This one was a get together with my friends. I'm in a ladies group called Beta Sigma Phi. And we had a Christmas get together, did a little present exchange and stuff. And this friend of mine, she actually lives in a log house. And it's beautiful, and she had so much Christmas stuff decorated everywhere. It was just like magical to go to her place. She's like way out in the country. It's like quite the drive to get there, out in the middle of nowhere. But once we were there, it was amazing. And it was so funny because when we left, she said, oh, watch out for like moose and elk and stuff. And I'm not kidding. We got to the top of her driveway as we were leaving, and there was 2 or 3 deer at the top of her driveway. And it was just like, it was so good. Diane says she's off to be a mom taxi. Bye, Diane. Thanks so much for being here with us today. So my picture is printing. It takes a little bit on the photo setting on this printer, but I think it'll be good. So there we go. And I think I'll probably use one of these papers or multiple of these papers. Let's be real. We'll use some of these papers. So here's the picture that I just printed, and it's, it has lots of delicious reds in it, but it also has like the rich browns and stuff. But the browns look, oh, because of the reds and because of the lighting in there, they almost have that corally kind of color. So I think this paper is going to go super nice. Plus she's got the brickwork and that has that color in it too. So that's going to look super nice on there together. And I think I'm going to take all of my numbers and I'm going to make like some kind of like Christmassy advent page, but not with this picture, obviously. It's not quite the right choice for that. But I just love this paper so much, so I really want to use that. But I really like the back too. Dang, great paper, why did you do this to me? So what I think I'll do, I'm going to cut the brand strip off first. I think I'll make a page and have that little thin mat around it with this color. So I'm just going to cut the center out of this page so that I can flip that other piece over and put it on top. Is that good? Okay. Hopefully that made sense to you. So I'm using my trimmer, my Fiskars trimmer, and I'll be using the numbers on it to make sure that I cut it exactly where I should so that I can actually get the right cut dimensions. So I'm going to be pushing in at the 1/2 inch mark. So not starting right at the top of the page, but pushing into the paper at the 1/2 inch mark and then dragging down until there's 1/2 inch of the paper left. So down to 11.5. And then I'll turn it, set it in 1/2 inch and doing the same thing. So going in from the 1/2 inch up to the 1/2 inch. And then just flipping it in from 1/2 inch down to 1/2 inch. And one final cut and it will be released. Okay. So I've got this background and I've got this piece. So now I have this, I can just flip this over and it will fit in here just right if I've done it right. It looks good. Hard to see on my background. The light is coming in here so strong right now. This is crazy. But yeah, and then I can just take some paper in the back and just kind of slice it in together. So that's what ooh, I kind of like it this way too. What do I want now? I don't know what I want. Do I want the dark? Okay, so here's my options now. Do I want the dark with the nice trim, or do I want the light with the dark trim? Oh, okay, let's do a vote. So go ahead and vote. Say dark for the dark background paper or light for the light background paper. And then I'll do the trim in the opposite color. So Dion says, I think the dark will show off the photo better. Someone says light with the dark trim, light, 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 light. I'm hearing a lot of light. A lot of light. I know, I was like leaning to that way and now I've turned it over. I'm like, oh, that's beautiful too. See, I just love that paper. Don't you hate it when they do that to us? Okay, so I'm seeing light, 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 light. Dark has a couple votes in there, but most people are voting light. So I'll do light with the dark trim and that'll be beautiful. It'll be beautiful either way. Like, honestly, like you can't do it wrong. So I'm just gonna take some of this, cut up the branding strip, and I'm gonna use that to kind of splice this paper together, especially at the corners. Gotta cut that a little bit more. Splice those corners together. this looks awesome. And I'll do a little bit along the side as well. Okay. So if I was in the store and I had seen the paper, I might have actually bought 2 pieces of this, right? Because sometimes if you know you like both, you go with both. But I wasn't in the store, and it's forcing me to be creative, so it's all good. You can either like brew the stuff that you don't have, or you can move on and say, I'll make something great from the stuff I do have. Okay, so here's this. I might mount it on some white paper afterwards, but for now, this is good. Gives me something to work on. And it's gonna be so cute. Okay, I think that we're gonna wanna use some other of these papers to help bring out some embellishment from this. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a layer with the red, and I think I'll plan to put some title on there. So I'm gonna use the Merry Christmas words from here. I don't actually use the words Merry Christmas often enough in my book, and I think it would be nice to see. So I think that will be a good choice. I'll put Merry Christmas on here, and I'll do that with the red. So planning to make my mat that I'm making with the red a little bit big enough to support my Merry Christmas. Do I want it right at the top? Or do I want to put half and half? I think I'm gonna do half and half. Okay, so let's see, it's 6 1/4. Is that enough? Is that gonna be on the side? No, I want a little wider than that. Okay, I'm just gonna cut that whole slice off. And then I'm gonna add my Merry Christmas, and then I'm gonna trim my mat piece. So all good. Ooh, they've got some cute little embellishments on the sides of the Mary here. And right now they're kind of pointing down, but I think I could turn them around and point them up, and I'd like it better. But I think it would be really cute. Okay, so let's attach my photo. I'm going to put the words Mary in the middle, but I'm going to slightly, just slightly overlap them over top of the photo. So like the bottoms of the letters are going to overlap on here. And I think that's going to be good. Now, here's what I was saying. So they've got like these cute little blip, blip, blip kind of like little rounded bits on there. And I could put them on either side of the Mary. That they've kind of showed it like that. But I think if I turn them around and have them stick kind of off the photo, would that be cute? Well, you know, I don't like it as much, but I could test it like this, so that's kind of good. So I think I'm gonna just stick it on the way they showed me, and it was like, it was pretty cute. So I'm gonna do it. Okay. Well, that's good. I'm glad I got to test that before I decided to stick them on there, because this is definitely cuter. Just adding that little bit of extra gold accent on here. A little bit of gold, a little bit of shine. All good. Okay, Christmas looks like one word. I'm gonna slightly overlap it at the bottom of the photo here, just so the tops of the tall letters are gonna be overlapping. And then just take a little dot from the eye, stick that on. Yeah, so that's all stuck on there now. And looks good. Okay, now I can trim this. Okay, so this would be fine, but like when you look at it right now, it's like, okay, that's really boxy. It's all very square. It doesn't feel very flowy yet. So I think we need to bring in some stuff to make it a little more flowy and a little bit brighter. So I want to bring in some of this pattern and some of this pattern. We're going to layer in these two patterns. And then I'd also like to bring in maybe some little doilies for that little fresh brightness or something. I don't know if those are the right size, but I got other ones sitting there if they're too small. So that'll just give us some softer edges too, because this is like super square and super boxy right now. And there's nothing wrong with making like a boxy layout if I was doing like a really structured grid, but this just feels like too square. Okay, so I like this. I want to have some above. Good. I think I'll cut underneath those kids that are playing with the snowman. Okay. And it's funny because I'm adding more boxes, but it feels less boxy. Does that make any sense? I don't know. Like, but it totally does. It totally works. Like, I don't know how it works, but it works. So I won't fight it. And then I'm gonna need a strip here. Let's see, we want maybe just under. Okay. So I'm creating layers kind of in my favorite way of creating layers. I'm gonna push that little cup in next to this, and I'm gonna cut beside the cup because I want to keep the little cup of hot chocolate with marshmallows. It's super cute. And I'm gonna trim some of this on the other side. Okay. And then we've got a little piece of this. So, oh, that's the red one. This one. And I've just trimmed off this little bit. White Owl says the rectangle pulls your eye to the top at the bottom. It's not focused on the actual square. Exactly, like it's taking some of the square boxiness out of it. I love it. Okay, and then there's like this little piece. I think I'm gonna cut it in half, and I'm gonna put half of the top and half of the bottom because you know there's like this nice big piece of this one left, and that could be pretty handy for something. So I'm just gonna take some of that and put that up and down. Just a little bit too. There. So I've made it a lot less boxy. I've got room for more stuff here and some words. Maybe embellishment. Ooh, there's some nice golden embellishments on here too. So might choose one of those trees actually. I like it. Okay, so I'm gonna start sticking these layers down because I kind of have a plan for those now. And once these layers are down, then it's like practically feeling done-ish, right? Not done, but done-ish. You know that part when you kind of have that base of your page made and it's all kind of stuck together and it looks pretty good, but you still might have to, you know, add a few little things to it. So okay, so that's gonna layer right over that. And I'll take these little peach colored pieces. So they kind of look like a long piece, but they're actually going to be short little pieces. As long as I line them up straight or straight-ish. Good. And use the white too bright. Ooh, I have like a gold doily somewhere. Right here. Oh, somewhere I have a gold doily. No, I don't see it. I don't know where they are. Oh, maybe they're in my Christmas box. I'll look quick in my Christmas box. Nope, I didn't see him there either. Oh well. I have right here, ooh, not right here, my gold spray. I can add a little bit of gold spray to this. Sure. Yeah. That I haven't lost. But I'm running out. Oh my gosh, why did they stop making this stuff? It's not right. This should not be allowed for them to even stop making. Okay, so I'm gonna just take this big box here. I'm gonna use this as my spray zone. Oh, it's not gonna spray. I've never actually sprayed this one before. I've only ever jabbed it out, or like jabbed it. Oh, that's funny. I've had the bottle forever and it's like literally never been sprayed and it's like not going. It's like saying nope. Okay, but I got it open, so I'm just gonna muck it. Okay, so that's on there. I'll just take this. This is an old picture that I printed that I didn't need, so I'm just using that to kind of spread some of this gold on here. It's working really good, actually. Okay. There, I have got enough of that on there. This needs a second to dry. Yeah. Okay, so that looks good. Just soften it a little bit. It's still bright white, but it's not like as bright white. Right? Important. Oh man, this light is so bright. There's no way I don't have blinds on that end of the house. Okay. So that's softened it a little bit. And we're gonna figure out. Yeah, I think I'll just stick it up at the top up there. Looks good. Try to get as much of the gold on there as possible. Okay, so that's gonna layer in there. Okay, let's put this down then. Get the photo on the page. And then we can finish with the doodads and the embellishments. And this is already dry. That's the amazing thing about Heidi Shine. It doesn't take long for it to dry. Good. That's on there. And I'm going to add oh, sprig of holly or sprig of so there's like this little branch. And then I can add, I think those are too bright. So I think I'll just add some of the little stars and stuff on here. They're like a big piece still. Good. Okay, that's good. Now some journaling, and I think this will be pretty much done. Be a little bit more gold at the bottom here. Ah, there's more of this. Okay. No, I don't like the look of that. It looks not right. Different branch. This one looks more like this one. Okay, so I've sorted it out. I've got the little bits. I've got this little bit of a branch coming down off the bottom with a couple more little twinkles, twinkle stars. Okay, there we go. So I've got the little branch up here with a couple little twinkle stars, and then down here I've got another little piece of that branch and a couple more little twinkle stars down there. So that looks good. And I just have to add some journaling down here. Depending on how much I want to say, I might actually run my journaling all down the side. So yeah, I think that turned out pretty good. Got layers of paper. Oh, I might use one of those on here too. No, I don't think so. Okay, just checking. Okay, well that's it. There's a second page. That one came together really quick. Vicky says, awesome layout, I love it. So I'll confess, like this style of layering is like a go-to design for me. You may have seen it before, you may see it again, but having a very similar style to that, it's one of my go-to designs. And I think that that's a good thing to have, like a go-to thing that you know, just this works, I can do this. And I think that's a really good thing. So there we go. Another layout done, add some journaling. So now I've officially scrapbooked 3 pages this year. She says, it's a great design. Beautiful. I had so much fun. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that you guys got some of your own scrappy things done today. Really excited. I'm just going to hold up these here at the end. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about Load for anybody that is not a ScrapHappy member. Come and be a ScrapHappy member. We have so much fun in the ScrapHappy group. And one of the things that we do that's so much fun is we have Load challenges. Now, Load is the layout a day challenge where we scrapbook every day for a whole month. That sounds intimidating. First time it is. But after that, you realize how much fun it is. And whether you do 1 page that month or you get 28 or even more done during the month of February, it's amazing. This Load in February is Load 219, like February of 2019. And we are doing ruby red slippers. We are scrapbooking based on stories inspired by the Wizard of Oz. And I'm so excited that we are going to be using the Wizard of Oz. It is the 80th anniversary of the Wizard of Oz this year, of the film. And oh my gosh, I just rewatched it, guys, and it's so adorable. And you forget how adorable it is if you haven't seen it for a while. But the things that they did were groundbreaking and it's amazing. And the stories that we can pull and tell for our scrapbooks are so good. So I'm really excited about that. So every day is going to have a different prompt, and every day there's actually not just 1 prompt, there's 2 prompts. So we talk about a story-based prompt and we talk about a technique-based prompt. And so you can choose to either do the story, you can choose the technique, or you can do both and put them together. You can also choose to work on your own project and just use the excitement and fun of Load to scrapbook any page that you want. So it doesn't have to be on prompt. Sometimes you get a prompt and you're like, I don't know, I want to do this other thing. And that's totally fine too. The goal is literally to scrapbook a layout a day. So we don't have rules about that. And you don't have to do 12 by 12 layouts. If that's not your thing, you're doing like a 6 by 8 book, cool. Do your 6 by 8 book. Where if it's a layout, it's a layout, right? Like if you're making cards and you're doing something totally different, that's not a layout. We get that. But if you're making a layout, it's a layout. I'm really excited. So you can check that out at scraphappy.org. There's a link in the menu that says Load 219. Super fun challenge. You will not regret it. We are doing our ruby red scissors theme, which is based off of the Wizard of Oz. Super fun. So check that out. Mark says, thanks, Alice. I hope to watch next time. I hope that you make it next time too, Mark. It was super good. Danielle says, both pages are so beautiful. I'm so glad that you're getting some of your Christmas memories documented. Also, you're not alone. I scrapbook Christmas in January as well. Yeah, no, January is the time, but you have to kind of make a little bit of time for it. And super excited. Yeah, I've been really thinking lots about Load and going down the whole Wizard of Oz thing lately. So really pumped about the Load challenge. It's going to be one of our best ones we've ever done. So really excited about that. Okay, talk to you later. Thanks for joining me today. And don't forget to check out the Wild Hair Kits for some awesome scrappy supplies. And I will see you next month. But make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. It is called ScrapHappy now. I used to call it Scrapbook Wonderland. It is now ScrapHappy. I'm trying to bring everything under ScrapHappy. So come and find it at ScrapHappy on YouTube. And follow my Creativation videos. I will have a playlist set up for it. It's going to be amazing. Go see all the booths, see all the fun new things that are coming out that we're going to be playing with over the next few months. It's going to be awesome. Okay, thanks so much for joining me. Have a good day. Bye. Thank you, Alice. This is Judy. Thank you, Alice. Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you so much. Awesome. Bye.